What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome in to another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt, to follow me across all socials. And this podcast being brought to you by our friends at OmahaSteaks.com. Labor Day special going on right now. Tomorrow's Labor Day, so we got to get going here. New offer to come on Tuesday, but if you want to take advantage of the Labor Day sales event going on right now, half off site-wide at OmahaSteaks.com. The promo code is JUICE in the search bar to activate the savings, and it's going to kick in 8 free Omaha Steak Burgers and 8 free Jumbo Franks as well. That offer is going to end tomorrow. A new offer will come on board, so if you are interested in that 50% off savings, jump on it now with the promo code JUICE in the search bar at OmahaSteaks.com. All right, a 2-1 night on yesterday's pod, but a 2-2 day overall. My school, UMass, did not show up. Interceptions, fumbles, mistakes all over the place, and that was tough. Scored in their first drive. It was 7-7, and then all hell broke loose, and they got killed. So that did not come in. Unfortunately, we did not get the UMass game right, and then we didn't get the over in the UNC and the South Carolina game. I bet North Carolina minus 2.5. Talked about that last night. I should have just given you the side, not the total in the game, but we got it wrong. So 2-2 there on the day, down 0.2 units. So with that said, we go into Sunday now, up 2.8 units on the week. I've got 3 bets on all 3 college football games. I don't know what baseball is. I told you we're not betting baseball until Tuesday. So just heads up on that. FYI, that's what we're doing here. 3 games, 3 bets, all in college football. Our first football Sunday, even though it's not pro football, our first football Sunday of the 2023 football season. Before I give you the picks for today, reminder on what is available right now through bettingpros.com/FanDuel. This is an offer from FanDuel. It's going to kick off or knock off $100 off the NFL Sunday ticket, which will begin a week from today. $5 bet gets you $200 in bonus bets and $100 off the NFL Sunday ticket. To claim this offer from FanDuel, new users need to register, then make a first-time deposit, and then simply place their first real money wager on any FanDuel sportsbook market that is live on the platform. All users will receive their $200 in bonus bets plus the $100 off NFL Sunday ticket code within 72 hours of bet placement. So it's important to remind yourself 72 hours from Sunday, okay? So really do this by Wednesday. Don't cut it that close, okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, do it now. Do it today if you want to take advantage of this. If you don't have a FanDuel account, this is a pretty cool offer. $5 bet gets you $200 in bonus bets, but really the big kicker is the $100 off of the Sunday ticket, which is tremendous. Remember, YouTube TV now has the Sunday ticket, not the DirecTV package. That is done streaming only on YouTube TV. Also, we're at 162 entries for our Daily Juice NFL Pick Contest. The deadline for entry there is September the 10th. To enter this, $50 to get in. It has a prize pool of potentially $22,500. Go to bettingpros.com/pick to get in. If you need it for a visual reminder, here is your visual reminder. NFL Pick Contest, $50 entry. Top prize gets you $4,500 up to with Splash Sports. bettingpros.com/pick to get into that one. All right, let's start with the first game of the day, and that is Rutgers and Northwestern. Yuck. That's the key word for this game. Yuck. Northwestern had to fire their coach due to a hazing scandal, and Pat Fitzgerald is gone. Rutgers is back with an offense that can't do anything but a defense that's very, very good. You look at the way these teams last year, points per game for Northwestern, 12.8. Points per game for Rutgers, 13. Yes, there are some new faces. Yes, transfer portals can give you more weapons, but defensively, well, they're hard to score on. Points given up last year, not easy to score on either one of these teams. And opposing points per game, they gave up 28 for Northwestern, 31 for Rutgers. If you want to bet this game and bet aside, I think betting on Rutgers at home laying 6.5 is not a horrible way of doing it. But at home last year, Rutgers, they were 4-2 to the over. On the road, Northwestern, they were 3-3 to the under. But I don't think either team's offense is going to do anything in this game. And I also think this is a game where the running clock is going to have a really big impact. We talked about this a couple of podcasts ago as to what this clock is going to look like. Unders have been prevailing. I mean, not overwhelmingly, but they have been prevailing. When teams want to run the football, however, the under is going to be a very live bet. The total is 39.5. It was 40.5. Now it's 39.5. The Scarlet Knights defense, they're very good. They're returning most of their front seven. They could have one of the best defenses in the entire Big Ten. They're going to be hard to score on, and Greg Schiano is a defensive guy, okay? Northwestern, well, they have turmoil all over the place. They've got issues, massive distractions, everything going on, and I just don't think that they're going to be able to do much. I mean, this is one of the worst offenses in the entire Big Ten for Northwestern, going up against this defense for Rutgers. Now, Rutgers' offense on the other side, equally not very good. They've got a pretty good defense. It's not great. It's okay. Might be good enough, though, with a run-heavy offense for Rutgers with this running clock to keep this game into like a 17-10 type of final. Look, this is not going to be a fun game to watch. This is a bet it and forget it, okay? You just bet the under and then look up and say, did we win or not? Because watching this game is going to be difficult. I will not be watching this game. I can tell you right now, I got stuff to do during the day. Not watching this game. I'm just going to bet it. Northwestern, Rutgers, under 39.5 for 1.1 units. Bet number 2, Oregon State at San Jose State. The line is 16.5 for Oregon State. DJU from Clemson is the starting quarterback for Oregon. Everyone's jumping up and down. Oregon State, rather. Here's another point. Oregon State's an unbelievable running offense. DJU is a running quarterback. He can't pass all that well, as we know from his Clemson days. They don't want him to throw all that much, to be quite honest. This game has the potential to be a shootout because I don't like the defense for San Jose State, and I don't know much about Oregon State's defense enough that I think they'll give up points. Watching them last year, this is their first game. San Jose State played on the road at USC. They were only down 7 at half to USC, and they covered the 31-point number. They covered on the road against USC. They also scored a lot on USC, which was pretty impressive here. I think there's enough weapons here for San Jose State with a game under their belt to keep it close at home. Now, how close? Number 16.5. You find a 17 out there, be all over that number. That's a great number to grab. I got 16.5 on this. But San Jose State scoring 28 points against the Trojans, who's arguably their defense isn't great, but no one's defense in the Pac-12 is great. That's what the Pac-12 is. It's all offense, no defense, right? I think you have an offense that has weapons, an offense that can move the football, an offense that can score, and a defense that can slow down DJU enough. I don't think they win the football game, okay? But I also think that this team, the Spartans, they got a chip on their shoulder. They've been pretty good over the last couple of years. They're a well-coached team, decent quarterback. Oregon State's not been good against the number on the road. San Jose State's been pretty good against the number at home when they're dogs. It's Pac-12 school going in there, home opener, San Jose State. I'll take the home dog, plus 16.5. Give me the Spartans at plus 16.5 at home up against Oregon State. And you want to sprinkle on the money line? I don't mind that at all, the sprinkle on the money line here. Most often when you bet the dog, you got to think, can the dog win the game? Yeah, I think they could be in the game late at least with a chance to maybe upset Oregon State. I think 16.5 is too many points. San Jose State plus 16.5 for 1.1 units. Now, third bet. Got to explain this, all right? Part of the handicap on LSU to go over 9.5 wins, okay, for them to win 10 games, is for LSU to win this game, okay? I think LSU loses to Alabama. I think they probably get tripped up by somebody else. Okay, they can lose this game and lose to Alabama and then beat everyone else and go 10-2, and we go over. But I'm not positive LSU beats Florida State. So If you have bet the LSU over 9.5 wins, I'm not saying I'm hedging here, but I'm hedging, okay? I'm going to take Florida State +2. There's a chance that if LSU wins the game by 1, we could win them both. We could have an LSU win. That's great. If we could get Florida State plus the points, better. But I think there's a good shot that the number doesn't matter. Either LSU wins and covers or Florida State wins the game outright. So you don't really need to play around with the points. You can if you want to. It's +110 Florida State on the money line, or -110 +2. So it's only a 20 cents difference, but maybe that matters to you on this. Just take the 2 points in case you need them. You might. I don't think you're going to personally, but this is a battle of whose quarterback is a real Heisman Trophy contender. Is this offense for LSU going to do enough to put up big numbers to allow an actual Heisman Trophy candidacy to come out of this game? Because I think the winner of this, Jaden Daniels, if he beats Florida State, that's huge for him. I think he'll obviously pick up a lot of momentum and a lot of eyeballs if they beat Florida State, top 10 team. But I also think that Jordan Travis could have the same exact thing. Jordan Travis beats Jaden Daniels. He's got that head-to-head up against him, and he's going to go, look what I just did, opener. This is a coin flip game, okay? Straight up, this is a coin flip game. So I don't have a strong read on it. I don't have a strong read. I think the over could be in play. I think there could be a live bet opportunity to bet the over. So I don't mind say, okay, what about the total? An over bet is not bad to make. I'll be betting that. I'll be bet live, probably a total bet live during this game. But because I've got the LSU future, I'm going to bet Florida State at +2. If you don't want to follow this, if you want to fade this, if you don't like this idea, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I understand it. But if LSU wins this game, if I'm wrong, LSU wins this game, I feel really good about LSU cashing that ticket for LSU to win more than 9.5 games. They'll open up 1-0. I still think they'll lose to Alabama, but they may go 11-1 and go over that 9.5. So I'm going to take Florida State here. Remember, I bet my futures for more than 1 unit, even though I do discount it for 1 unit. I don't like recommending more than 1 unit on any plays. It's always a 1 unit bet. But as sort of a protection hedge, if you will, on the LSU future, I'm going to take Florida State. Florida State +2 tonight up against LSU. You may hate the idea. You may hate the strategy. That's fine. You don't have to follow this if you want. I'm just telling you what I am betting. All right? We are up 2.8 units. As long as we get 1 bet right, it'll be a winning week. If we go 0-3, it's a losing week. 1-2, it's a winning week. 2-1, obviously a winning day and a winning week for us here. So just need to hit one of these today to get a winning week, to have another winning week. I got to start counting. The last losing week we had, I think, was 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. So we've been on a pretty good run here. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 on the podcast the last 3 days. Let's see if we can end the week with another 2-1 mark here heading towards Monday. And there will be another college football bet coming up tomorrow. We'll see how we'll do it. Under 39.5, Rutgers and Northwestern. San Jose State at home at +16.5. And Florida State +2, 1.1 units bet down on all 3 of those bets. 3.3 units down on the day on a Sunday. Talk to you guys in the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat to join that. And this podcast, the Daily Juice Podcast, every single morning. You guys can follow me on socials at Sports Talk Matt or on the Discord channel as well. The Daily Juice being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.